Hello everyone, welcome to Swindler's Den and tonight's session of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Welcome. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everybody. We've passed 500 subscribers on YouTube, and a big extra shout out to all of our Patreon patrons who are out there supporting us. We love and appreciate you. And I'd kiss all of you, but the COVID is getting worse again, so no thank you. Other announcements before we get started. Be sure to join or watch our other shows. We have The Lost Song of my gosh, I'm going to be bad today. Lost Song of Phandelver, which is our follow-up to The Lost Mine of Phandelver. And also on a Monday, we have Amoris, which is our homebrew game. Both of those are at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Twitch. As well, be sure to go check out all of our social media. Swindler's Den and everything you can think of, except for a couple things. Just like if you're on social media, be like, hey, I'm going to look up Swindler's Den. Follow us if we're there. Other than that, we're going to introduce our players for tonight. We are missing one currently, and we're holding hope that all of them can stay the whole time. So we'll start off with Grizlocke, if you want to say who you're playing, where to find you.
Hey, I'm Grizlocke. I play Orlin, the half-orc wizard. And you can find me on all things well, not really all things. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Grizlocke, where I do some stuff. And you can find me on Sundays and Mondays here on this channel doing D&D.
Usually next we would have Bumbleskum, who plays Highland. He is not here right now. He is off celebrating his birthday for the weekend, so we wish him a happy birthday for that.
That's why he's gone?
Yeah, he's actually pretty close to me right now. I'll go see him for his birthday.
Tell him I said happy birthday.
I will do. Next we have Dyto.
Hello, I'm Dyto. I play Celeste Steele, the halfling warlock. And you can find me here on Mondays, where I play in Amoris with Grizz, and here on Wednesdays.
Then we have TommieTaco.
Hi, I'm TommieTaco, and I play Zavros Weinrin, the half-elf... Oh, man, I almost said something wrong. The half-elf ranger here for Rime of the Frostmaiden. On Sundays, you can find me also here on Swindler's Den playing Zorag for the Lost Song of Phandelver. And you can check me out at Twitch on TommieTaco, same username, where I'm currently streaming Final Fantasy XIV and doing some art on the side. So,
ooh, and last but not least, we have Dr. Phage.
Hello, I'm playing Sister Liliana, the Dragonborn cleric. That's who I am. You can find me here and then over on Twitter at Little Growth. It's me.
And I guess I'm BakaZombie. I'm the DM, but I just wanted to apologize to everybody. I'm still getting over some allergies. I catch it pretty good with the mute, but sorry if I miss it. Last time on the Rime of the Frostmaiden, our crew was in had just returned to Brinchander after assassinating or killing the Cephik, who they had been Heinlein and Celeste had been hired to dispose of, who was presumably working for the Frostmaiden and was killing people that were trying to bribe their way out of being part of the sacrifice that happens in each town. They returned into Brinchander, only to become part of that lottery as well, that since the full moon had arrived. Luckily, none of them were drawn, but somebody that Heinlein knew was, and after he had been taken out of town, they followed after to hopefully try to rescue him. They came across the guards that had left him out there, and they stopped those guards by running in front of their dog sleds. Heinlein decided that, hey, these guys should be the ones sacrificing, not random people in the lottery, and he cut the dogs off of one of the dog sleds, and from there the guards took this as aggressive behavior, and a fight ensued amongst the group and the guards. It got a little dicey with Zavros being knocked down by a fireball from one of the mages. but they were able to dispose of 2 of these town guards and took the last one to go and find Hugo, the guy who had been sacrificed, only to find they did not make it in time and Hugo had frozen. Afraid of being marked as enemies of the 10 towns, Orlin disposed of the final guard before he could return and tell everybody about what they had done there. We also had joined Axel, who was back at the Wormdoom Crag, home to the Thunlock-Alaga tribe of Goliaths. We had a little bit of a weird power thing, so we're going to deal with the rest of that now. So, Axel, you had just walked up past the giant skeleton of a white dragon that adorns the entrance to Wormdoom Crag. The dragon that had been killed many years ago by the first settlers here of Goliath. And you had approached the entrance, calling out for Ogolai, Orc Splitter, Thunlock-Alaga, the chieftain of the tribe, and the adjoining family clans as well, to this Goliath shelter. She's a taller, older Goliath. She even stands taller than you. She wears a white shawl made out of goat fur and also has scars across her face. And as she came out of the cave, she asked, Axel, why do you return here?
They have returned with knowledge of knowledge of this eternal winter we have been cursed with.
Come in and divulge, if you will. She'll lead you further back into the caves. You wind through some of these smaller family rooms as well as open areas back to her chambers. There's a large fire pit in the middle. The room is filled with, the ceiling has smoke where there's a small hole where it escapes from. But it's not like overbearing smoke. It's just enough to fill the room and give it a kind of ambiance to it. As she sits down on the floor across from the openings, offers you to sit as well. So what information do you have? Are you plan to stop this winter?
It is... Oriel has agents going about doing her bidding. My friends and I have disposed of one of such agents. I know the name of another. I do not know if he has been disposed of yet. But if she has agents, then she must have some way of communicating with them, or there must be some plan for her to continue this.
So you plan on going after agents till you've killed them all. What then?
I do not know. I have come to you with the knowledge that I have, seeing if you have lived more years than me, if you have more use for this knowledge than I.
She stands up and walks over to you and grabs you by your face. It's like, I remember reading these markings when you first went through the crawl and reading of your destiny. I think it's time you fulfill it. Come, we have trials to make sure you're ready. And she begins to walk out of the room, and that is where we will cut from Axel. So, the rest of you, we're doing a little bit of a tiny little jump. You, after Bryn Shander, you kind of made your way back towards Tourmaline, where you had some business you needed to take care of still. Bryn Shander, it would have been strange had you gone back into Bryn Shander all bloodied up and have been the last ones to come into the gates and the guards not come back. So you kind of just made your way over towards Tourmaline to deal with what you needed to do there, and you pull into town. Where do you plan on going here? Do you have a grill to hunt in the mines? But it's up to you how you want to go about this.
So we're not doing the fast forward thing?
Nope, we're gonna do some Grail stuff quick.
Cool.
What is this Grell thing you found in this cave?
Well, it's a brain with a beak and some tentacles.
That sounds like a fun time. Why are we killing it?
Oh, excuse me, this cold air. Yes, so there were some kobolds that showed up, so we went into the gym cave. We found the kobolds, but we also found this thing, which seems to want to actually eat anything in there. We were hired to get rid of the kobolds. The kobolds left, but this thing is still there, so even if the kobolds leave, the miners are still in grave threat. So I kind of told the leader I would get rid of it for him within a week's time, and this is pretty much the deadline. No more time to waste. If you want to help, that is.
So the tentacles and the beaks aren't a good time.
Well, it left one of our friends paralyzed. He later woke up, luckily, but yes, not exactly a good time, no.
All right, well, I mean, I don't have anything against killing things that don't give a good time.
What do you think, the sister, what was your name? I'm sorry.
Liliana.
Liliana. I actually just, we've been traveling, I didn't really know who you were. You kind of just showed up, and I was like, hey, it's the Dragonborn.
Yeah, it's your friend, the Orlin. He filled me in on a lot of the details of what you all have been working on. I mean, I have no issues with this. If this is something that you need to take care of, I assume it will not be long. I do not know what other leads you have on Oriel's agents after this.
As far as that, I don't really have anything on that. But if we are going to lure the Grell out, we should probably find something that would do it. Are we in town yet, DM?
Yeah, you can be in town, or you could have gone straight to the mine. Up to you guys.
But there are some woods nearby, right?
Yep, because the mine is in the woods.
Okay, so I'm gonna look towards the woods and say, we might need to find live prey for the thing, though, to lure it. I don't want it to eat it, of course, but unless someone wants to just stand there and act nonchalantly until it decides to ascend its little hidey hole.
Yes, I'm realizing now that perhaps we should have seen, we should have asked what causes this thing to come out.
I would assume food?
Does it eat? It's got tentacles and a beak. Does it eat like a bird? Does it eat like an octopus?
But I think it took one of the kobolds, if I remember correctly.
Have any of those lying around?
I would rather not use them.
If we have a few minutes, I can divine and see if it will be a better course of action to hunt something or just simply go into the mine.
Sure.
Okay. I will ritually cast augury again, and I will say, ask the question of hunting prey for the Grell.
Alright, let me just read augury again.
I'll drop it in the chat real quick.
I have it here too. So what was the question, sorry?
If it's wise, smart, good, bad to hunt prey for the Grell before we go in.
Hard to answer this.
There is a nothing option where it's just like, meh.
You get a sense that if you are to bring something dead in there, it might not be able to sense where it is. Yeah. So it's you get a sense that it'd be looking for living things.
Well, if we are to hunt something, we would have to bring it in alive. based off of, and just like motion to these sticks that have draconic written on them. I'm like, just it's laid out like here, and it like if it's dead, it won't work out, so it'd have to be alive. I don't know if we can easily hunt and capture something alive and bring it into the mine.
I was going to try and get something that was alive, which is why I said I didn't want it to die when we used it. But I see your point. It might be kind of difficult.
Let's just go in there. Maybe one of us can mimic a little cute mouse, since it has a beak. Probably it's mice. Rats.
Or kobolds.
Apparently it did eat a kobold.
It also sounds like it eats people-sized things. So we would probably have to find some quite large prey. So we're probably better bait than something from the wild.
Yes.
I have, before we get too far, a logistical question for the DM. Is this all the same day?
Yes, it's still the same day.
Have we at least had a short rest?
You can have a short rest if you'd like.
Cool. Then I get some things back. Or I get another spell slot back.
One then.
Do I get any arrows back? No, I'm kidding.
You have to buy them.
He's whittled a few.
Well, I've got 69 arrows. Ooh.
Ooh, nice. So yeah, you guys just rush in this cave, or what are your plans here?
Look, we know where we saw this thing. Why not just head back there?
Should we all go in there at once, though? Maybe a larger party would possibly spook it?
I mean, this is probably a bad idea, but I'm not much bigger than a kobold.
Yes, how about we send in the little one, but we'll not be far behind. You know, send her into the room with the pit, and we'll just be right outside.
We heard you. We were just wondering, why you called her the little one.
Because
Objectively, she is the smallest. Like,
I don't know, like, I'm so confused. I'm new to this land, so whenever I hear something like that, I don't know what's offensive to others.
I mean, I am pretty short. I'm like 2 feet tall.
Oh, so you
kind of
okay.
little.
So it's okay to call you the little one.
I mean, comparatively, yeah.
Okay, competitively, we shall send the little one in.
So here's, are you just, because you guys know that the tunnel or the open pit is still pretty far in to the mine, and there is the 3 levels. So do you just send her without going in the mine at all, or do you guys go in the mine?
No, we would go in and be
wanna,
close, but
yeah,
like...
be as close as possible, but not go into the same room as the hole.
All right.
And then just tell her to scream.
All right, so you start to walk in, and before you can even get to the first room, you see a little kobold kind of cowering in the corner. And as you approach, who goes? Who goes? Stop! Who goes?
Celeste comes.
Which one of the little shits are you?
Hey, Zerk.
Zerk.
Oh, it's Zerk again.
Hey, Zerk. You can't come in. No, come in. Workers
Why?
not allowed. There's bad things here. I keep people out. No, eat.
Zerk, have
Yes,
you
I'm-
forgotten us already?
Who us?
Well, to put it plainly, didn't we, like, really fuck up their leader?
Oh, you one kill Trex.
Yes.
Oh. Well, you come in. You can come. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna kill the monster.
Oh, good. Yeah. It here.
Where?
Back there, I ran away. All others eat, so, just Zerk.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, not good time.
Wait, you're the last one?
Yes, I the last kobold, other than, one's run away
How
first.
long ago was this, Zerk?
I don't know.
How many times have you used the restroom?
I don't
Since-
count. It happened often. Not good food down here.
I see.
Also, big scary rats, other room. I no want to go further.
Hmm.
Are they big enough to ride?
No.
Well, this sucks.
Yeah, not good time for Zerk. Well, arguably worst time others. Zerk still scared, not have good time though.
Zerk, how much gold would it take for you to lead us there?
You have food?
I do.
You give me much food, I go.
Okay.
He holds his hand out, waiting for food.
I will give you half the food now, and then half the food after you bring us there.
I get 2 halves food? That's so much food. Alright, half food.
I give him half of a ration.
He just scarfs it down really quick. Alright, where it go? Want to go rats? Want to go dead? Where want to
Dead.
go? Okay, we go dead.
I'm
Zerk
hoping
starts-
dead means the creature, because that's a very,
I mean,
very
I
elusive phrase.
guess we're gonna find dead either way, right?
As we're walking, I'm just gonna like touch this little kobold on his head and cast resistance on him, just because I'm real worried about this little guy.
Why you touch Zerk?
I'm trying to save your life.
You big kobold?
The biggest.
You real big. Alright. You can touch Zerk, that's fine. Then he keeps walking forward with his little spear.
Whispering Orlin, like, so much for the kobolds going tink tink on Highland.
Yeah.
They're all dead. I
Oh,
had
well.
such high hopes for them.
So Zerk leads you further into the mine, and he leads you past the bridge that is over the open pit with the waterfall, and over to the small room that has the bucket that you can raise and lower. You get bucket, go down, he down there. All dead down there.
Okay, Zach. Here, take this and wait for us at the entrance. I'll give him the other half.
All right, you go die now too.
No.
All right, well, hope not. Zerk be very lonely if all dead. Starts scurrying off towards the entrance.
You know, we should really take him with us. Not to the fight, but when we leave.
I was thinking the same thing. He's kind of cute. It's kind
You-
of fun.
He wouldn't last a moment out there.
Sounds like his odds weren't very good here either.
I suppose not.
Just an option. We can talk
mean-
about it after we kill the Grell.
I mean, he can run faster than the others could.
I suppose the little shit could be useful.
We can circle back to that. How does the
Sometimes a
bucket
little
thing work?
shit can go a long way.
I feel like we're reeling ourselves down as we're talking about this.
Yeah, you gotta do one at a time, reel down, reel up. But you
Oh, okay.
are able to do that. And then, if you remember correctly, which I will make you remember right now, if you go down The left passageway is what will bring you to where the grell was. So you head down there. You re-enter this room that has a the waterfall. The sound of the waterfall fills the room as an opening to the pit is on the far side of the room, as well as a 5-foot high ridge that a rocky ridge that separates the slope that is the higher part of this room from the lower half, which is where you entered. And the wall gleams with gem deposits.
Gems? How loose are they?
They are not loose. They are embedded in the wall.
So we just
Pirate
Waiting.
enamored with gems.
should we like back out of the room and leave Celeste in here? What's the game plan?
Yes, maybe let's back out a little bit. She seems quite enamored by the walls, so she should make easy prey.
Gonna
Cool.
cast resistance on Celeste as I walk out of the room.
Alright, so you guys back out and leave Celeste. Celeste, do you do anything, or are you just staring at the gems?
I'm gonna pull up. I'm just seeing what I have. My crowbar and try and pry some of the gems out of the wall. Not even realizing that they just left me alone, even though it was my idea.
What did you pull out? Sorry, I missed what you pulled
A
out.
crowbar.
Crowbar, okay. So you begin chipping away at these gems. What's your passive?
12.
12. Alright, just a second, I gotta blow my nose quick.
Roche, what kind of other traps do you have?
None.
Oh.
I normally just make them out of rope.
Hmm.
I didn't mute. I am sorry, everybody.
No one heard it.
Okay, good. Discord did its job. Just doing some dice rolls. Alright, Celeste. How does a 17 look for you?
To hit,
Yes.
it hits.
Alright. So Celeste, you're trying to pry at these gems. You're just about to get one out as you just feel a stinging as something begins to wrap around you. And you take 10 piercing damage. And I need a
I
constitution
scream.
saving throw from you.
Constitution saving throw.
Can add a d4 if it sucks.
Oh, nice.
21. You know what? I'm gonna add that D4 anyways. No.
Yeah, you
21.
feel this piercing and you're able to hold off the poison and you start to scream out for help as everybody hears the Grell attacking. Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Go, go,
I'm
go.
currently like distracted by the conversation I'm having with Orland, so I have no idea what's going on. No, I'm kidding.
Let's see if I can find
Oh,
this weird-
nat 20.
Wow, my only nat 20 is going to be worth a damn this entire game, which doesn't even matter on initiative rolls.
Well, it kind of helps.
It helps. But first roll of the night. Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
not bad. All right.
Well, correction, my first roll of the night.
Let me go over to the token page so I can get you guys in. I'll play some Heinlein too because he's still with you right now.
Oh, he is? Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if he was.
I thought we left him
No, he
Jurassic Park style.
He might dip off later, but for right now he's with you guys.
Cool, cool, cool.
Well, gets a turn. Believe it or
Quick,
not.
it's not. Quick, Heinlein's not really here, so he'll listen to anything we tell him.
Celeste got a 19. Heinlein hasn't rolled yet. Orlin got a 16. And Zavros got a 23. Pull up Heinlein's page quick. 19 for Heinlein as well.
Nice.
All right. What's your dex, Celeste?
+1, 13.
All right, so Heinlein will go before you then. All right. So first in the order is Zavros. You hear your friend scream out.
All right, oh, well, there it is. And I'd pull out my bow and run into the room. How far away are we from this room?
You are within distance to get to the grill itself. The room is not very large at all.
Oh, so if I ran up, I'd be like kissing this grill, is what you're saying?
If you ran your full speed, you'd be kissing the grill. Yes, you don't have
Okay,
to run up
I
and kiss them. You
definitely
can stay
want to
back
like
with it.
keep a little distance from this thing. As I bonus action, make it my Slayer spray and fire an arrow.
All right.
Love me.
Love
That
me
is a
tender,
miss.
love me true. That is a miss.
It's like, damn.
As this thing is like swooping down to lash out as Celeste.
I saw the 2 on the screen. I was like, yep, that's a miss. Yeah, that would be my turn.
All right. Heinlein is going to run in, and he's actually, I don't have to roll for Heinlein. He's got a page. He is gonna swing at this thing. He hits. He does a butt ton of damage to it. As this girl shrieks out in pain. I'm not going to do the shriek tonight because I will not be able to talk. Celeste.
I'm going to Sacred Flame him.
All right. Needs a
So,
dex save, correct?
dex save. Really bad.
It got a 8.
So it takes 4 radiant damage. And for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
All right.
No, I'm not. That's a lie. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah, because Sacred Flames is a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you burn this thing up a little bit, some radiant fire, and then heal yourself as well. Orlin.
Okay, I want to move into visual range. If I could.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna... I'm gonna start easy with the Toll the Dead. The spectral hands ripping at the grill.
Wisdom?
Wisdom save.
It got a 12.
Yeah, it fails, so it takes the 11.
Nice.
First time I've actually rolled higher on the D12 too.
As these spectral hands are ripping at the tentacles that are close to the ground of this grill. The grill's turn. It has found itself in a bad situation again, but it's going to try and, once again, tentacle attack on Celeste. That is a 18 to hit.
Yep.
Only does 7 damage this time, but I need another con save from you.
13.
A 13 fails. You are now poisoned. Which this poison also paralyzes you. So as you can feel the tentacles once again dig into you and around your armor, and they start to wrap around you, and the Grell begins to lift you in the air as it has you grappled and paralyzed, and it's going to make a bite attack on you at the same time. But it got that one, so it doesn't bite, but it does start to lift you up and float towards the pit. It doesn't quite make it there this turn, but it is right at the edge of the pit.
Not to be that person, but
Go
the
for it.
Grell would have advantage if
Yeah.
Celeste is paralyzed.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I
Let's
was
see.
looking up.
Does a 13... It's a 13? Let me see. Yeah, it does a 12.
Yes.
Sorry, 12 hit.
Yes.
12 also hits. Cool. It's not going to be as nasty as the tentacles, but... And you're paralyzed too, actually. Wait, hold on. Paralysis might do some things to you. It might be auto crits if you're paralyzed. I gotta double check.
Yes, it is a crit.
Incapacitated,
within
can't
5
move or
feet.
speak, automatically fails strength and dex. Attack rolls has advantage, and if the attack hits, it's critical damage. So yes, it's going to be a little nastier than I originally mentioned.
I love these essentials kit cards. They're
Good
amazing.
thing I healed myself.
So that's a total of 12 damage from the bite as it's dragging you towards the pit. All right. Now it is Sister Liliana's turn.
My internet cut out for a second. How close can I get to this thing? No dying. You're not allowed to die.
You can get right up to it with your full movement.
Cool. Then we're gonna go big, and I'm gonna reach out for these tentacles, try and grab them, and I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds on this thing.
All right. Do so.
19.
19 will hit.
Oh, wait. Still getting used to roll 20 spells.
I think you can just click on the word inflict wounds and does damage, right?
I think
in the
so.
rolling thing.
In the chat box.
The chat box I meant, yeah.
I did click that, and then nothing happened.
Oh heck. Oh, well.
Heck
The
no.
first, yeah.
Celeste.
I did not mean to click that.
Zavros also malfunction.
Zavros malfunction.
Eager.
It's going well.
We're trying to find missing number.
It's
If you just have to roll it
Yeah.
naturally, you can. With the advanced
my
roll.
dice are packed away, and all of my stuff.
The advanced dice roll I meant if you needed to use that. Or whatever.
Oh, wait.
How much did you say it was?
3d10.
You want me to just roll for you?
Yeah, that's fine. My
Oh, I rolled
computer's
bad.
being
It
dumb.
was a bad idea. It's all your fault.
That's a bad idea.
9 total damage. So the thing is still holding Celeste and is up. Anything else from Sister Liliana?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right, cool. Zavros.
Yeah, Zavros is gonna use his bonus action right off of the start to cast Hunter's Mark on this thing. So let's hope some. Oh,
Look how much it would have
holy
done.
That did
shit!
a lot more. You should do that one.
Yeah. So hey, can you roll my attack rolls? No, I'm kidding. My attack and damage. All right, let's do it. B. Love me. Oh my! I rolled the same thing.
It's another arrow whiz off as this thing like
I had advantage
back
though,
from
right?
the inflict
No.
wounds. You do not know.
I hate myself.
Highland will walk up and swing as well. He misses as well. Celeste, you are currently paralyzed.
Goodbye,
Sorry, well then I
Celeste.
seem to be rubbing off on you.
I just want to double check. It's at the end of your turn. You can make another saving throw.
Oh, okay. Constitution?
Constitution, yep.
12.
You are able to overcome this poison. You start to feel your fingers and toes start to move again, but you are still grappled by the Grell as it's trying to pull you away. As a scream gurgles out of Celeste's body, Orlin, it is your turn.
I'll just fire 3 magic missiles. I've always rolled that. Is that 13 or something? 12?
13.
13.
As these missiles impact into this Grell, it lets out a screech, and Celeste, you start to feel the tentacles loosen as it starts to fall backwards down the mine shaft, dead. You can hear it smacking into the walls, this wet thunk as the brain hits the walls as it falls down.
Can I try and grab it as it's falling, since I'm right there?
Make a athletics check.
Okay,
See if you can grab it.
Okay.
Wait, was I falling down this
14?
pit too?
No, it like let go of you as it fell. Yeah, you're able to grab the tentacles just as it goes over the side, and you see one wet as it not, but a thunk as it hits the wall.
It's a squishy thump.
Farts when it hits the wall.
It farts.
Good
I would
job,
say
Eliana.
It does have a butt attached to its brainy head.
Just like hoist it back up. Do you need this for like proof that we killed it? It feels like we should bring it for proof.
It would help, yes.
Those tentacles were not fun. She takes her stake and stabs herself with it. Heals herself. Great.
Like, wrap up all the tentacles in a little bundle and just start carrying it back to the bucket.
All right. Do you do anything else in here before you leave?
Do we see all the dead kobolds?
No. You could give me a. You don't have to. You could probably assume that because like it was trying to drag Celeste down the hole, it probably either brings its prey down there or just discards whatever it doesn't eat down the hole.
You don't think this thing has like a family down there or something, do you? A nest?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, stick my head over the hole, like this super deep hole, and be like, "Do you have a way of getting down there to check?"
I mean, there's a way down there, but I don't know if you'll ever get back up.
True.
I'm not sure. You tie a bunch of rope.
True. What then?
I will say, Liliana, when you look down the hole, you will see there is another floor to the mines, at least, because there is like scaffolding that goes around some of the edge. But that's about 20 feet down from you. But then it just keeps going.
Hello? Is anyone alive down there? I'm yelling down the hole.
You yell down the hole, but you will know that the waterfall is covering most of the noise.
Okay.
Should we go down and look for survivors?
I have a sneaking suspicion, based on how easily that thing picked you up and almost dragged you away, none of those little kobolds survived.
I agree.
I have to concur with that assumption.
We did our job.
And we have proof. She points to the thing the grell that's bundled up.
What is everybody's passives? I used to have them written down. I don't know where they are now.
12.
43.
11.
Oh, really?
Mine is 13.
Mine's 13 also.
What was yours again, Celeste? I know it's
12.
Okay. Yeah, I knew everybody had some mediocre ones. I just didn't know about our two new people. Yeah.
Not suspicious at all.
Mediocre.
Alright. Let's just go wrap this thing up.
Sounds good. Let's go.
All right, you begin to walk back to the bucket. Begin to lift each other up to the next level. And you get to the top floor. And begin to cross over the wooden bridge. Can I get... Who goes first? And do you all go at once? You know at one point kobolds were sawing this thing. You know they didn't get through it. Orlin and Zavros will know this.
I think Celeste kind of wants to get out of this mine, so she might be going first.
Alright, can I get a dexterity save from you, Celeste?
Could I have warned her as we approach this bridge? Like,
Yeah.
careful,
Yeah,
it's
you can do that.
unstable.
Yep, you can do that. So Celeste goes by herself first. 15. She crossed just fine. It's a little bit smaller, so you could assume it'd been easy enough for her. Who goes next?
I'm gonna tap. I mean, I'll look at Orlin and Zavros and say, I mean, I can give you a little bit of help on the way over. I'll go last so that I can give it to each of you and then to myself before we cross. If this bridge is gonna break.
Give me 10 minutes. He sits down. He starts making this circular motion with his hands, casting something.
Why does everything take 10 minutes?
It's it's weird across all the different magic that all of us still take 10 minutes to do certain things. It's very unusual.
Well, at least it's consistent.
True.
And if 10 minutes goes by without being stopped, I cast Tensor's Floating Disc. And I just want to put it in the center of the bridge so, we can jump onto that and the bridge won't collapse, you know?
Let me check how far this bridge is.
Do we start seeing hallucinations?
It is a 30-foot
Just
bridge.
just so you
30 foot?
know,
Yep.
it moves with you, Grizz.
Okay. I think only one person can be on it at a time. Let me see.
It holds 500 pounds.
Oh, shit. Come on, everybody. It
Is
doesn't
this
hold up to 500.
better or worse than going over individually? So if you fall off, do all of us fall off then?
Fall off of my floating disc.
Well, if the disc follows you and you fall, wouldn't logic dictate that we would be tumbling down with you as well? Only we would be on a disc and well supported. So you would die, but we would safely reach the bottom.
Can I not surf on this disc myself?
Can you
No.
put it in? Or I guess you don't have it as an actual thing. Let me
No.
look it up. I don't
Yeah.
think you can.
Spell creates a circular horizontal.
If you move more than 20 feet away from it, the disc follows you. If you are within 20 feet of it, it remains immobile. So you have to move 20 feet and then it starts to follow you.
Celeste is on the other side of the bridge with her flask out, drinking out of it.
Perhaps I misunderstood the usefulness of this spell.
Well, it's here now. Might as well try it.
So,
Worst case scenario, I die with you, friend.
hop
I'll
on.
put the body of the Grell on it and then cast resistance on Orlin and be like, you take them across, I'll follow after.
Okay.
Oh, look, another monster I was hired to kill, but
What
didn't
am-
even attack it.
What am I doing?
Dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
And Zavros is on the disc, I assume, right?
11.
Add
What
a
did we-
D4.
Plus
We're
a D4.
fucked. Oh. Please be
Cool.
a 4.
12.
It's a 12.
It's a 12. Let me double check some things. I think you're fine, but maybe you're not. Who knows?
I mean, I'll be fine. I'm just going to follow you down.
Great.
Technically,
Whole new
the
party.
disc doesn't hit the floor, but I mean, still.
No, it would just. I think it dissipates when you die, but he would be fine.
He would hit the
What is
ground, and I would be 20 foot away, so I'd only take 20 foot worth of fall damage, so I think I'll be good.
You cross it just fine.
Oh, really? Wow.
Man, I was
I'll
really
watch it.
wanting to know what kind of shitstorm was about to happen.
Okay.
Well, we
I
have
guess-
one more.
Yeah, I'll cast resistance on myself and walk across. Oop. Okay, I should be fine.
Does
Great.
the resistance add the D4, or is that bless that you've had on people or something?
Resistance. That's a cantrip, so I can do that as often as I want.
Does resistance do that? I thought
Yeah.
that was guidance.
Guidance
is
adds it
ability
for-
check.
You roll a D4 and add it over saving throw. Oh, it is saving throws. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
resistance
guidance is
is-
ability checks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
You
on a
cross-
meta level, I knew Celeste already had guidance, so I took resistance when I made Sister Liliana.
you
Smart.
Cross that just fine.
Okay.
All right, and you can
Continue
continue
on.
on back to the entrance, where Zerk is sitting.
Hello,
Hi,
Zerk.
Zerk.
You go die.
No, we killed it.
Almost.
They
We
killed it.
almost died. I almost died.
Oh,
She takes another swig out of her flask.
you kill, die.
Yes.
There no rumble, right?
What?
You no feel rumble, right?
No.
Shit.
Oh, good, okay. No feel
Did you
rumble.
feel
Good.
a rumble?
Yeah, they rumble sometime when thing fall down hole.
They?
When thing fall down hole, it rumbles sometime.
Well, nothing fell down the hole. And like motion to the dead body of the thing behind Orlin.
Good.
Okay.
Are there more than one
Rumble
of this
scare.
thing?
What?
Is there more than one here?
Eh? I don't know. We hang out here together now, or what?
I would
Oh.
like to have a drink. And she takes another drink out of her flask and shakes it. It's almost empty.
How much do you enjoy guarding, living at this mine? I don't know what your situation is.
I never want come first place. Treks bring us here, cause it no cold, but then it been scary ever since.
Do you want to travel with us? It'll probably still be scary and cold.
You have food?
Technically, yes.
You have food, I follow food. You go where it rumble?
And that's down the hole.
A rumble hole around the hole, yes.
Round, not in.
I don't look, I scared. I don't look say, hey, why rumble? I say, rumble, run away.
Do you
know,
want us to go down Rumble?
Do you want to go down rumble?
I don't know.
Beast Boy, do you want to actually hit something you're supposed to kill?
No. Yes. I'm a terrible monster hunter.
So we should go check out the rumble.
I mean, rumbling in a cave, bad things can happen. I was just hired to kill the grill.
Perhaps we should find more intel on this rumbling. Perhaps find a miner who might tell us more.
Makes perfect sense. Let's go into town then.
Alright, I come with you feed.
Yes.
Was there a miner here when the rumble happened?
No, I keep miners out. I say, get down. I jab at them if they come here. Say, no, jab at, stay out.
You do realize your job was to protect them while
Yeah,
they
I
were
protect
mining.
them. I keep out. Jab.
Well,
Right.
technically, no one was supposed to come back in here until we killed this thing, so
Oh.
that's why it had to be done quite quickly, because they do have quotas to meet, I believe.
When did this rumbling start, Zerk?
Rumble starts, when dead, it kill other kobold, and then it throw down hole. I see them fall down hole. I says, oh no, they fall. And then you hear thunk, thunk as they fall, and then you hear earth shake. And I go, and I go to the entrance.
So wait, you saw your friends be thrown down the hole?
Yeah, when we were walking around in mine looking, we look for it, we say.
So this creature was still above the hole when the rumbling happened.
I was lower. I was lowest level with with Grek when Grek's still alive, and then I see them fall from above. I see Scorp fall from above, dead. I says, "There goes Scorp."
And then it rumbled.
Then it rumbled.
Okay, so definitely not the Grail that's causing that rumble.
Yes, I believe
Grail was feeding something.
the miners probably wouldn't know either then, if it's more recent.
So, how does everyone feel about spelunking?
No, thank you.
Well, I'm not saying we should really jump down the hole. We just go down it cautiously.
You jump down hole. You go dead next.
Yes. Do you want to come with me?
I'm not
No,
jumping down that
that's
hole.
scary. I stay here.
But I have
You
food.
feed. I leave. You have food.
Lots of it.
I follow you hole. You feed. Then I leave. Right.
So, how much food would it take for you to jump down there and see if we hear any rumbling?
I don't want to die. I know this trick.
I kind of laugh and I pat him on the head.
Alright, so perhaps we should head back to town, turn in this grell, and then buy some more rope so we can investigate down there further.
Yes, do we want
You know,
to turn
we-
the grill in before or after? Because, it'd be kind of hard-pressed to go up to the... What do you call them? The people who run the towns? The speakers?
Because
Yes,
And be like, we killed the creature.
them
By the
down.
way, you have even more problems down there than we thought. So,
Well-
yeah.
hear me out, Zavros. From a business standpoint, this, I believe this makes the most sense. We have to go back to town to get ropes anyways. We turn in the Grell, he's impressed with our work, we say, we hear an awful lot of rumbling down in there, and if you want us to check it out, we will, but it might cost you a little something extra.
I can see your point. That is why you own the store and I don't.
Also, just on I could use a night's rest. We've done a lot today. Be nice to just snooze for a little bit and then go into coal.
yeah.
What if you all want to go to town? I was thinking about doing some hunting this evening.
Are you sure you want to do that?
It'd just be for small game.
Are you sure you can do that?
I'm not sure I can, no, but I did kill a fox once on accident, so
Good for you.
here's to hoping.
Was it tasty?
No, I actually freaked out when it killed it. It was not supposed to happen.
Interesting.
You see, there was this moose. Anyway, story for another time.
Well, if you want to
you're going
exchange
back-
stories.
So it sounds like you're going back to town, right?
A lot has happened this week, yes.
All right. Do you take Zerk with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will follow you back to town, and you guys can arrive in Tourmaline. Only about 15 minutes with your mounts, so not far.
I'm gonna stay behind. That's what I was getting at. I'm gonna stay behind, since I'm in the woods.
Okay.
I want to see if I can see any tracks. I'll catch up with them a little bit later.
Give me a survival check if you're looking for tracks.
Okay. Here comes my terrible rolls. 21. When it doesn't really matter.
Are you looking for any kind of specific tracks?
I'm looking for when I say small game, I'm looking for a medium size, let's say a deer or something like that, something with some venison.
Yeah, not too far off at the trail, you would find some deer tracks going off into the woods.
Yeah, I guess I would continue my hunt,
All right.
moving stealthily, as to not spook the wildlife.
Roll a stealth check for me.
15.
15. Yeah, you were able to sneak through the snow, barely crunching beneath your half-elven boots. Boots probably just before elven. And you see a deer that is grazing, or trying to graze. It can't really find much, off of frozen trees in the woods.
All right. I'm gonna kind of touch my necklace, kind of look down a little bit, and I'm gonna rise up, look at it, and I guess, if this is just for flavor, like the necklace faintly glows a little bit as I do my hunter's mark on it, and I raise my bow to go shoot it.
All right, with advantage.
And that's where it always misses.
Well, you
My
got
attacks are
advantage.
terrible.
You got advantage though.
No, but like if I didn't have advantage, I'm like, are you serious? Like-
Yeah, you do damage.
All right. And then the D6.
The arrow finds its mark right in the deer's heart, right behind the shoulder, and it doesn't get very far and drops.
All right. I guess I would go gather it up, take the rope out of my bag, tie it around its legs, and start bringing it back in to town.
All right. And the rest of you make it back to town before Zavros. What do you do when you get there?
Go to the speaker.
All right. Let's see here. Do you know where to find him?
Is there like a speaker's house?
Didn't
we find him before?
He was in the tavern before.
Yeah.
Town hall. Yeah. That's where I want to go.
Okay. Yeah. You can ask around and get where the town hall is
because magical arrow.
That's there because Axel knew where it was. But yeah, you can find the town hall easily enough and go inside. And there's a human at the front desk. There's how can I help you, folks? Do you bring the Grell and Zerk in with you?
Yes.
What can I help you with?
Me and my accomplices were hired to take care of the Grell in the mines outside of town.
Oh, I didn't know there was one in there. That's
Yes.
interesting.
But it has been dealt with, as you can see. We are looking for the speaker.
I can see. Oh, speaker, I will get him. Just try not to get the floors dirty. All right, and there's a kobold. All right. She will back away from you and go down a hall to get Speaker Mass to you, who comes out shortly after. Oh, so you guys were able to take care of that brain thing you were talking about, I see.
Yes, quite easily as well. Unfortunately, this is the last remaining kobold.
That's a shame. Shame you couldn't take care of it easily the first time, too, but I suppose better late than never.
Unfortunately, the first time, you weren't expecting it, and it escaped down the well. Or down the hole, the shaft. Speaking of said shaft, our kobold friend here has informed us that there seems to be a rumbling coming from down there.
Yes, they, when things fall down a hole, they're a big rumble shake. Very scary. That's weird. We don't really get earthquakes up here, so I don't know be causing that.
No. We have places to be, but, if you were willing to compensate, we'd be willing to take another look down there before we head out.
Do a persuasion check for me, please.
Let's see if I suck at those, because I'm pretty sure I'm not great. I keep whenever we play Icewind Dale, I have connection to Roll20 issues. It's so weird. Only with Icewind Dale. So persuasion?
Yeah.
17.
Best I can do at this point is another 50 gold. I'm already giving you 150 for what you've done.
I look to the others to see if they're satisfied with that.
I mean, I don't know what the rumbling is.
Right.
But I mean, can't pass up some good coin.
Do you know when and how that shaft formed?
Always been there, from what I know. We kind of dug around it, so...
What do you think? 50 gold? That enough?
I mean, for 50 gold, we can at least thoroughly investigate whatever they've already dug out. I'm not going to go down a shaft that has been there since before the mine was formed. It's not worth it.
All right then, sir. I suppose it's not enough, so... if you do ever run into more monsters spewing out of there, you know who to contact.
If I can find you, I'll let you know. Otherwise, we'll hire other adventurers.
Right.
Thank you for what you've done, though. I'll get you what you earned so far.
You can send a message to... or tell them where my shop is in East Haven.
Alright, I'll do that. Thank you. I'll be right back. Just hold on a moment. And he walks to the back. It doesn't take long, comes back with a pouch that has 150 gold in it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for what you've done. We'll get the mine up and running tomorrow, and we'll let people know the dangers. If they don't want to continue working, that's up to them. But we can't keep that thing shut down any longer. And then you guys are dismissed, unless you want to keep talking at people in there.
I do wait for the other two to leave. I'm just gonna say... Any word on that, that woman I asked you to keep an eye out for?
I haven't seen anything that fit that description or heard of, no.
Alright, thanks again.
I'll keep it in mind, though, and pass it along to that address you gave me if I do hear anything.
Thank you. Take care.
You as well. And you can head out, and Zavros, you are pulling your deer into town at this point.
Yeah, so question. This is
Yes.
technically a different day than the normal sacrifices, right?
No, the same day.
So we're hitting a twofer in the situation.
Yes, I think. I guess I don't understand what you mean by twofer.
So in Bremen, it's a human sacrifice. In Tourmaline, everyone has to take their food out.
That's true.
Isn't
I
it?
guess technically it would be a new day.
Because
Tourmaline is warmth.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
warmth? I thought it was food.
Mm-hmm.
Since they
Nope.
are close to the, or is that Lonelywood? I thought it. Okay,
Lonelywood is food.
okay.
Yeah,
This
it would be-
Tourmaline makes sense to be warmth because they have all the wood, so
Oh
it's like
yeah,
more
that's what it
suffering
was.
to
Yeah,
not use it.
that's what it was. So
Yep.
we're gonna be cold as fuck
let me double
tonight,
check.
fellas. No, it was because at Tourmaline when we went by it, I bought those blankets.
Yeah,
that-
it is warmth, so
that
you're in
yeah.
a twofer. I didn't even think of
Okay,
that.
cool. So I'm gonna go ahead before I make it all the way into town. I'm gonna take that rope that I have tied to the legs. I'm gonna throw it up over a tree, and I'm gonna go ahead and quarter it, skin and quarter it.
All right. You can do so easily enough. You know how to do that. It's fine. I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
All right, I'm gonna take this skeleton and I'll try to bury it under the snow. Just
Okay.
like I don't want any crazy predators coming into town. I'm gonna take the meat and put it inside of the skin, roll it up, and then start heading back into town.
Cool. And you come into town, and you see your peeps leaving the town hall.
Oh, hello there. Everything go according to plan or no go?
We got our gold. I'll toss the bag to Zavros just because it was his mission.
Well, does anyone want to divvy this up? I didn't even hit the thing.
Glad you
We will
offered.
tell them.
I'm just gonna
Yes.
like toss it. Whoever holds their hand out, just. Boop. I mean, I've got like a
The
I've got a
pirate- the
rope
pirate-
attached to like this bag of meat behind me as I'm dragging it through the snow.
The pirate will hold her hand up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 150. You can decide, and you do have Heinlein with you. I don't know if you take it or not. That's what. So I can't answer for him, unfortunately.
It would be 30 gold for everybody, anyways.
Put it in my inventory.
Alright.
Where
What are
are
the
we
plans?
going
You're
to
stuck here.
stay tonight?
Man, y'all are gonna hate me. As we're looking, like you asked that question, I'm kind of looking around. Do I see like any like kids that are really cold out there? Like any people that's like possibly last minute, like trying to get something for warmth?
Yeah, it's pretty late at night, so most people have bundled down for the night. You don't see anybody around.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah.
There was that tavern. Was that a tavern we went to? Is that an inn? I just remember getting some honey mead, and that was it.
From what you could tell, it was only a tavern.
Is this the town that had the like murder, or is that the other town?
That was Lonelywood.
Okay.
You
She was
you could easily enough get the information that the east side is the inn in town.
Oh, we went to the Blue Clam originally, didn't we?
Yeah, the Blue Clam is the
Yeah.
tavern.
How long to oh, never mind.
Well, Lonelywood, because it's only like what 45 minutes on Mount.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to leave though because of the sacrifice going on.
Oh, that's true.
You can only enter, not leave. But you were able to leave Brinchander because they got who they needed for the
Yeah,
sacrifice.
their sacrifice was over,
Yep.
so.
But with warmth, it usually, and with food, it's an overnight kind of sacrifice.
Question: how late at night is it right now?
Say about 8.
I mean, since
I'm
they
not
did the
gonna lie,
sacrifice, and
my
then we
sense
went
of-
all the way to Tourmaline.
Yeah, my sense of time got messed up because I didn't expect to go here today. So I'm
okay.
I'm trying to.
I know it was 2 hours after the incident in Brinchander
Yeah,
or Bremen.
I'm just saying it's 8
wherever
at
it
this
was.
point. So
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, getting a room and just packing all of us in there could help with getting through the night.
I do have all of these furs.
That'll help too.
Are we in kind of a spot where there's not a lot of people?
Yeah, there's just not a lot of people out right now in general because it's getting later, so they're all trying to stay in their houses and bundling down.
Huddle
Right?
around. Come here. I've been thinking a little bit, and I know many of us have been thinking about taking it to Auriel. And I've thought about how she had one of her minions making sure that her sacrifices went through. So, what if we were to try to lure another one out by keeping warm tonight?
You mean with fire or magic?
Magic fire, yes.
Combine the two.
I would suggest not doing it in town. but could be a good plan.
It's the only
'Cause at
place
that
the
point
sacrifice happens.
Well, I can see her point because doing it in town, if we're caught by the town, we really wouldn't be worried about Ariel's minions when the town itself would possibly turn on us.
I mean, usually town borders go a little outside of the town. So maybe just like on the outskirts, find like an alley in the back way.
Yes, we need a locale for it. Too bad we can't find a abandoned building or something, but I don't want to do it in a tavern or inn. Get others in our path.
Honestly, Olin, we've tried once today already. It might be a good idea to just lay low a little.
Sure.
Just this once.
I guess what you said to me last night has just been stirring.
He just kind of nods. As he's looking down at the ground, he's not making eye contact with anyone, he's just kind of nodding.
I'm on board with you, Orlin. We need to take this bitch down.
But I would agree we need to do it in a strategic way. And if seems a little slapdash to all of a sudden try to come up with a location. Do you know if there are any other agents that have been moving around?
No idea.
You would know that. Well, we can head back to Bremen in the morning and ask... I don't remember his name.
You're talking about the dwarf. It's her, and it's Hilm Trollbane.
Yeah, that. The troll person. Yeah. I mean, she led Heinlein and I to Suffolk. Might have another lead to somewhere else.
It also was... Suffolk seemed to have been a bit more obvious about things. I don't know how you would tell the difference if someone froze to death because they fire for a couple hours and someone came and extinguished it, or if they didn't have a fire at all.
It was just a shot in the dark. Something that might be worth testing someday.
Well, if we don't find her in the next 10 days, then we can start making plans to try and lure out another agent during the next sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
We can do.
So I think we're still heading over to the inn at least to get a room.
Once you enter the inn, you do see behind the counter there is a willowy teenager, a human female, has large eyes that are kind of sunken into her head. Not this big, but I'm over exaggerating. Hello, welcome to East Side. Can I help you get rooms or?
Yes, one room would be perfect for us tonight.
One room. That's it'll be six silver. Will be fine.
I'll plop the 6 silver down.
All right, and she'll hand you keys. Okay, just go down that hallway. There'll be a door. You open the door, and it'll lead downstairs. You'll take a tunnel, and it'll come up into another building, and that's your room.
Sophisticated.
Yeah. But just remember, the sacrifice happened tonight, so no fires. If you are seen to have a fire by the guard, they will come here, and I legally have to let them into your room to arrest you.
You have any alcohol here?
No. Bring your own alcohol. The tavern might still be open if you need, but they also don't have fire there, so. She kind of starts shivering a little bit.
I mean, if you like, once we get to our rooms, I could always go get you some alcohol. I'm just kind of feeling like some hell whiskey myself tonight. I felt pretty warm the other night when I drank it.
You know, Zavros, while you're out there, you could probably cut up that growl.
Oh,
Yeah, you just have to grow it.
It's probably just like plopped outside the inn.
just attached to that cart.
You know what, Zavros, I'll go join you for that drink and get a refill of my tankard.
Oh, I was just
Wow.
going to go grab a bottle and bring it back.
Oh, if you have any mounts, there's a stable attached. It's included in the room, so you can just leave them there. They'll be taken care of.
Oh, perfect.
All right, I'll have a good evening. And she'll turn around and walk into a door that's behind the counter and disappear behind there.
Well. Anyway.
So, yeah, I assume you guys can go to your room, take care of your mounts. Zavros, are you going to the tavern to get alcohol for people, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I'm just going to get a bottle of whiskey and come back.
Bottle of whiskey.
Yes, Celeste is gonna fill up her flask because it's almost empty, so she's gonna go with him.
Okay. So for the bottle of whiskey, we'll go with a silver piece. And to fill up your flask, it will be 5 copper.
I'm also gonna grab a bottle of whiskey.
All right. The silver piece as well. And you guys can bed down for the eve as well. What are you guys doing anything in the room or just going to sleep? Or if you want to talk at all, up to you.
I think Leliana she takes her, because she would have went straight to the room as the others were getting alcohol or cutting up animals or whatever. So when she gets in and gets settled, she would take her lute off and just kind of start plucking away at it. And as she's playing, a little candlelight and such float around it as she's playing like a summer hymn of sorts.
Oh, you play as well.
Yes, I wasn't in a different life. It's how I made my living.
Would you like a melody to go along with that? It's quite beautiful.
You're welcome to join.
So I'm going to pull out my lute while we're just sitting there drinking a little bit, and I want to try and follow along.
All right. Both of you do performance checks. Are you trying to hide these lights, or you're just letting them run free?
Well, they're just lights, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you come knock, it's like, oh, look, we just got lights in the room. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, I would... It also, as part of the instrument, it says it's obviously illusionary, like, it's an obvious illusion.
Okay. That's fair enough. I won't bother with it then, because it'll just be okay. Yeah, Zavros, you're able to pick up on Liliana's song pretty quickly and are able to harmonize well with her and her song.
Celeste is drinking Zavros's whiskey.
That happens. Well, I got the bottle like just sitting out in the middle of the room, so anyone who wants to drink it, you know.
Right. And
Well,
then-
I think I'll go ahead and bed down.
Oh, and you guys can do so.
I should try and get some of the red out of this white coat.
By the way, did anyone see a privy on the way here?
Yes, you go down the hall and then take a left, and then out the door. That's where the privy was.
Oh, good. This whiskey's definitely getting to me a little bit. Sorry about that. Hopefully when I come back, I don't disturb anyone's slumber.
Right. And Zavros slips out to use the privy, and you guys begin to go to sleep.
Orlin snores loudly. None of you get any sleep all night.
All right, so you guys are all in the same room together, so it kind of helps with this. You don't have to do it every hour, but on every other hour, we're doing Constitution saving throws to see if the cold that is creeping its way through the windows is able to pierce your bodies.
Is there any way we could have advantage with all those furs I brought in?
I'll give you guys advantage. So I
Happy
need
Kyle.
four Constitution saving throws with advantage.
I'm also sleeping inside the guts of a Grell brain.
Oh, then
Oh,
you have
so
to
you're gonna-
disadvantage.
you're gonna-
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You're gonna be sick.
All right.
So Zavros, do your
Oh,
other three. You
Yeah,
accidentally whispered
okay.
the first one.
Yeah, I
You
whispered.
got a nat
I'm
20.
sorry. Hell
That's fine.
yeah.
Because I have resistance, is there any way that I can use that during the night for someone that's
You have cold resistance as
suffering?
a silver dragon, right?
No, my cantrip resistance. So just to like help someone if they mess up some of their saving
How
throws. that I
long
noticed.
does that last for and you're asleep?
That is true.
It only lasts for a minute.
So I'm gonna say no because you are sleeping.
I got a nat 20, a 7, and a nat 20, so hell yes.
And I need one more from you, Zavros.
Oh, 4. I only did
Yep,
3. Sorry.
All right, so
And
let
a
me-
nat 1.
so Zavros
Oh,
had
wait,
a nat
no. Okay, advantage
20,
17.
a 7, a nat 20, and a 17.
Oh, thank God.
So you only get one level of exhaustion. Actually, no, you got
Why?
2 nat 20s. You get no. You get none. You get
It's like, why do I constantly get exhausted?
Liliana got a 21, a 12. I need 2 more from Liliana.
Yeah, I was just waiting until so that it was easier to see.
Thank you.
Sorry, my stupid Roll20 internet keeps dying here.
A 14 from you, and 1 more. 19. You make it through the night just fine. Celeste got a 12, a 21, a 20, and do I need 1 more from you still?
You said 3, or did you say 4?
4.
Oh, okay.
Every other hour, so 8 hours of sleep, you need 4 of them. And
22.
Cool. Orlin, is your internet good to go? Okay, 16, 19. 2 more from you, please.
They're not going through. Oh, there we go.
Orlin, you sleeping in those grill guts. It lets the cold in a little bit more than it should have. You have 2 levels of exhaustion when you wake up.
Okay. Definitely
Yeah.
confident in the morning. Got a cold.
Oh, tell me about it. You guys wake up, and Orlin, it doesn't look like you slept well, shivering a little bit, but you made it through 2 sacrifices.
You know, I said you need to curl up together. It'll keep you warmer. But you insisted on sleeping alone.
I require personal space.
Trust me, he's like that. I once tried to give him a hug out of friendship, and needless to say, that did not go well.
What's on the docket for today? She shivers a little bit. Heading back to Bremen, get paid some more.
Bremen. Is that where we'll find, the one that hired you for that quest with Heinlein?
That's where they told me to meet him.
Perfect.
Her.
By the way, are there any towns on our way that have to sacrifice food besides Lonelywood? I know Lonelywood sacrifices that, but
Bremen?
Let me see what's on your way. So you would have to go through Targos, which is human, and Bremen might be. Let me check.
I could swear Bremen was, but I'm probably wrong on that.
Would make sense that it would be. Bremen's also warm.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well. I'll just hold on to this then.
All right. So you guys are going to Bremen, it sounds like.
I believe so.
All right. As you head out of your room down the underground tunnel back to the main building, you get there and you see that this teenager who had checked you in last night is sweeping now, kind of coughing to herself a little bit as she sings as you're entering. And you can hear her singing, "Ahead of winter's wind she came, the lovely woman with no name. Draped in a fur-lined cloak of red, to the icy lake she fled. The wind pursued her all the same, as sure as night she is dead." And as she finishes, she turns to look at you. "Oh, I'm sorry. It's just cleaning up a little bit before the day. How was your sleep? Did you did you do well through the night?"
Not really.
Oh, it's not for. Oh, you have to be pretty strong-willed to get through it.
But we're alive. What was that song you were singing?
Oh, it's just an old song my dad taught me about. It was a story of some woman that came in here years ago. They said she came in, she was scared, and my grandparents were actually running the place at the time. They tried to make her feel better and calm her down, but they gave her a room. She stayed here for a while and gave them actually this ring. She holds this ring that's around her neck. You can see within the ring, it's like a brown ring made out of wood with these two carved white stoats on it that are like intertwined in each other, and then there's white fur in the middle of the ring. She's wearing on necklaces. They gave her a place to stay for a little bit, but one day when she was here in this common room, a wind just blew this door open and tossed her around this place, just like a rag doll flying in the wind. And my grandparents tried to help her, but the wind took her out the door, and nobody ever saw her again.
Was she
Fascinating tale.
wearing that ring?
She was before she gave it to my grandparents. She wasn't at the time she gets taken.
You mind if I take a look at it? I promise I won't take it. I'll take like my gold pouch and I'll put it on the table. Like this is my gold. You can hold on to it and just as assurance.
Sure. She'll pull the chain off around her ponytail, and then hand it over to you.
And you don't wear this on your finger ever?
No, I just keep it close.
Superstition?
Yeah.
I want to start casting Detect Magic.
All right.
10
10 minutes for you?
I mean, it's obviously a magic item when you
Yeah.
describe it. But
Does anybody else do anything while he is casting this?
I would probably go talk to her while he's taking a look at it.
Okay.
Oh, are you wanting to do anything specific? I'm not trying to step on anyone's feet.
No,
here.
I'm not sure what I was gonna do. I was gonna talk to her, but I hadn't figured out about what yet.
Yeah, I have a question I want to ask her.
I guess, just motion her to a table. We could sit down. Like, would you mind to sit down with us for a little while he does that?
Just for a moment, I've got to keep this place.
Well, would it help if I grabbed a broom also and helped you?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
I'll go find a broom and start sweeping with her while I'm gonna wait till I tell her what I'm gonna say till everyone else is done.
All right.
Have you had many travelers passing through town recently?
Not a lot, especially over the last couple of years. We get people here every once in a while, which I guess is kind of a good pace because I'm really the only one that can run the inn right now.
Do you know, did any see a man with a mace that was like black iron, but it looked more like ice?
No, I haven't seen anybody like that. At least nobody that showed me that they had a mace like that.
And no, you haven't heard any tales of people coming across this person?
No, I guess I don't know necessarily what kind of people you're looking for, people running across, other than having a mace that is like black ice. Well, I guess sometimes people talk about these crazed people in the tundras with weird weapons, but it's very, very rare to hear about that.
Do they seem to be from a certain place or just in the tundras in general?
Every time I've heard about them, they've been in the tundra.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories, have you heard any about a ship stuck in the sea of moving ice?
Yeah, we've had a few. There was a group of treasure hunters that came in talking about looking for it. Apparently, there's something they wanted on there that was worth going out there. I don't know if they ever did or anything. I didn't hear anything back from them.
Did they say they found it, or they just heard about it?
They said they heard about it from, I guess, some drunk in Lonelywood has been telling people about it. Oh, so they said they're on their way there.
Would that drunk and lonely would be me?
No. I believe Orland talked to the drunk and Lonelywood that's been telling people about it.
Yeah, that dude got
I just needed to clarify.
Let's just say that's the episode I realized Sharp does a wonderful drunk voice. I love it.
I didn't think I'd ever been to Lonelywood, but...
Yeah, no, it was somebody else.
Okay.
I believe that's everybody's questions if Zavros still has one.
Now, so there's like tables and stuff in here, right? Like where people can eat. It is an inn, so...
Yeah.
Okay. So as I'm sweeping, I'll probably grab a rag and like wipe down some tables too. Just helping her out whenever I can. It's like, I I have a question for you. At this point, like I'm kind of like close to her, and I'm kind of being quiet between us. Um, you seem like a wonderful. This is a woman, I'd imagine, right?
Young woman,
Young woman.
teenager.
Okay. You seem like a wonderful young woman. Do you have a heart to help those that are in need?
Uh, I do where I can. I mostly have to take care of my father.
And how is he doing?
Not well. It was a surprise he made it through the night. He's been sick for quite a few months now.
I see. Well, the inn seems pretty cozy. Whenever we were in the rooms with like the blankets and stuff that they had, were they like just shoddy? Is this place like pretty well kept, or is it kind of like going downhill?
It's doing pretty well for itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm not from the Tin Towns, but I arrived shortly before everything happened. I feel like more people with bigger hearts should be more welcomed here. You seem like a nice young lady. And I'm gonna just like hand her the rag that I have. But what I did was I slipped 15 gold in it.
He like feels the weight of it and kind of looks at his clothes really quick. Thank you.
Get the cough looked at.
I will. Orlin. Oh wait, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I don't know how much of that I would have heard, but even if I just heard the like get the cough looked at, would I know? Is there anything I could do with like a lesser restoration to help her out?
I believe so. Let me double check.
I can drop
Can you
that in chat
in the
if
chat for
needed.
me quick. I
And
believe it can.
what about Dayad?
Blinded,
Yeah.
deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
It's also a disease,
Or
so
a
yeah, that would
disease?
I would
yeah.
let it cover that.
Cool. Yeah. So see, like, towards the end of that interaction too, I would ask her, be like, if I've noticed you're ill of some sort,
Yeah, it's
dude.
just the cold from last night. I have to. Most of the blankets we have goes to father. So
Well, if you allow me, I can potentially help you at least clear up anything that's settled in you. And if you would like, we could take a look at your father as well.
that would be great if you could look at him. Look at him first. I'm fine. Look at him first. Come with me. Come with me. She'll lead you behind the counter to the back room. While you're back there, Orlin, you have cast your identify.
I'm gonna follow them back.
Magic.
Okay. Detect magic. This thing does have magic upon it. As far as the school, I never know what to choose.
It's more than likely it's probably enchantment is my guess. That's what I always find.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
But so it's enchantment.
I'll just say it's enchantment. Yeah.
Okay. And they went into the room.
Yep.
I'm still in there cleaning. I've just picked up a broom, so I'm technically in there with you. I didn't go out there with. Oh my god!
You put the ring on. You can feel that it's trying to connect with you, but it probably is already attuned to somebody else. So you feel that attunement trying to take in, but it's already attuned somewhere.
Shit.
But you can feel the warmth of that fur, and you can assume it has something to do with that.
I can assume it has something to do with the fur.
That, like, you can feel the warmth from the fur, and you can assume that the magic that it holds probably is connected to that warmth you're feeling.
To the warmth. Okay. Cool. Got it. I'll take it off.
So you guys are led into this room that it's behind the counter. It's not a very large room. You can see in the corner there is a bed that lays a man who will cough every once in a while. There's a smaller bed on the other side of the room. You can assume that this girl, you don't know what her name is, sleeps. And there's like a small stove and stuff where she can do some cooking for guests and things. So he's just right over here. Father, I brought somebody who said they might be able to help.
Yes. Is he conscious at all, or like how far gone is this guy?
He's conscious, but he doesn't seem super responsive.
Okay.
Can I look him? I want to look him over. I'm gonna pull out my healer's kit and pull out a couple. I don't know, like a thermometer or whatever they use.
Yeah. I'd probably do something similar, so just to assist with that check.
All right, yeah. Do a medicine check with advantage, Celeste.
And I get a D4. What is that? 12.
Yeah, you can kind of tell it's a combination of old age as well as a sickness that's setting in. Probably from the cold, months of going through the sacrifice, you can assume.
Would I be able to tell if it would be something that we could alleviate some of it with either lesser restoration?
Yeah, it would make him better. He is still older, so it's not going to be perfect. But he will be a lot healthier if you were to cast spells on.
Yeah,
well, sister,
I would.
Do you want to take one and I'll take the other?
Oh, I didn't know you had this capability as well. Impressive.
Yeah, don't tell the others. I'm not really a pirate. I was more of the surgeon on the ship.
Well, and I'll go over to the dad that's laid out on the bed. And as I cast it, I'll kind of draw like a sun symbol, like magic, just like with my claw on his forehead, and say to him, "You should live to see summer again. Let us hope at least." And I'll cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Yeah. Instantly you see that his breath begins to steady more. It's not wavering or wheezing as much as, and you hear from him a little faint, but seems to be having strength building. Guys, thank you.
Quite welcome.
And yeah, I'll turn to the daughter. My words aren't as pretty, but at least I won't stab you. And I hold out my steak.
You won't stab me?
Just grab a hold of it.
Oh, okay.
And it'll start glowing this gold, yellow, blue color. And I'll cast Lesser Restoration.
You also hear her breath begins to stabilize as well. The wheeze goes away. Oh, that feels much better. Thank you. Thank you both so much.
It's my pleasure to do.
The first step in ending this eternal night.
She kind of perks up at that. And Father, I'll be right back. I'm going to see our guests out. I'll be right back. And she'll bring you two out the door, back out into the rooms. Orlin takes the ring off really quick.
Yeah, the whole time I've just had my back turned. Like, I have no idea he did that. I've just been sweeping. Just like, doo-doo-doo.
You all are adventurers, aren't you?
Yes, of sorts.
And
Yeah,
you were talking about summer, and you were talking about ending the eternal night. Are you trying to stop this from happening?
Trying is the key word.
Well, whatever I can do to help, I'll try. You can have rooms here anytime. I can't do much, but
Okay. This ring.
oh yeah, what'd you learn about it?
Well, it is magic. And Sharp, I'm looking for clarification. You said that I felt like it was attuned to somebody else?
Yes. You would know that if they were to, if it's separated from whoever it's attuned to long enough, that attunement breaks. Yeah. So you just have to, if you were to keep it, it would just have to be away from whoever it's attuned to for long enough.
Is it strange that if somebody dies, does the attunement automatically break? You would think.
Yeah, you could assume that it would have broken from its original holder.
It's interesting. That girl you described in the red cloak. I figured in the story she must have died. Being swept away by a cold wind.
I haven't heard or seen from her, so I don't know. Or if she's even real, my grandparents could have made it up.
It's true. But the magics I cast on this ring have given me some information. And seems that this magic is still connected to her.
That's weird. Do an Arcana check for me, quick, Orlin.
13?
The 13, you would know that most attunements take like a day to break. So you can assume it's not attuned to its original owner.
Really? Okay. How long ago was the story?
Before I was even born. So many years.
So probably not her then.
Probably not.
How long have you been wearing this around your neck?
My grandparents gave it to me when I was 12. So, like 5 years?
I won't tell. You been wearing this?
No, I haven't.
Have you been giving this to your father during those nights?
Yes. This seems to help.
I'm sure because it is a very strong memento that reminds him of his parents, that it helps him get through the nights better.
Yes, of course, Liliana.
And just like making eyes at him.
No, I'm on the same page as you. I'm just doing some info gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So, perhaps my theory is incorrect from yesterday. I look at the party. I would be careful, though. I'm surprised cold wind hasn't come for your father as well.
You think that story's real?
We ran into someone who was assigned with keeping Ariel's sacrifices going recently.
So, that ring is magic and somebody wants it? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm trying to say that there's people out there making sure sacrifices go through. So, just be cautious. I'll hand the ring back to her.
She'll look at it for a moment. What kind of magic does it have? Do you know? What does it do?
I'm not entirely sure. I felt a warmth coming off of it
Do you think I can help you with your trying to end this thing, this night?
I think it would be better suited for your father.
All right. Oh, okay. Thank you. She'll put it back around her neck.
The best way to end the night is for everyone to help each other. So if you want to help end it, just show love, compassion, and support for those in need.
I'll do that.
And try not to repeat anything that you may have heard between any of us. As I'm looking at Liliana and Celeste, like, really dropping the ball there. No, it's just like, probably not a good idea to be like, oh yeah, we're trying to end it, and, hey, suddenly some guards are killed outside of a certain town. I'm not saying this out loud, I'm just kind of looking at them like,
I didn't hear anything. You just stayed in your room for the night and left in the morning.
Very good.
a wonderful lady.
Thank you. Well, I should get back to work.
I hope I didn't make a bigger mess than what was already there. I tried to do my best.
You helped quite a bit, thank you. Yeah, I just gotta make breakfast for father and stuff.
Oh, does your father like deer?
Yeah?
Let me go out to the stables real quick, and I'll go out and I'll get like a cut of the meat, and I'll bring it into her.
You've been more than generous to us. Thank you so much. Again, you can stay here anytime for free. I'll be here, so.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I guess we'll walk out unless
All
we
right.
got something else we want to do.
All right, you guys walk out, never learning this person's name.
Oh, shit.
We don't have
What
to,
is your name?
we don't have to know the name of everyone we come across and help out a little bit.
I'm awful at learning NPCs' names when I'm playing too. Marta is her name, by the way. I
don't even know my boss's name.
You guys start heading out of town, and as you are passing some of the buildings, you pass a building that has a familiar marking on it. If I know where the hell it is. No, not everything. I just need one picture, please. As this greets you on your way out of town. I don't know if you're heading out of town, but on your way through town. And that's where we'll go to break. So thank you guys for joining us so far. We will come back in a couple of minutes. Be sure to stretch and do all your fun break stuff, as well as checking out the social medias for Swindler's Den. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Which picture was it? Yeah.
Hello, I guess we're back. Yeah. So before our break, our group had made it back to Tourmaline. They checked out the mine. They were able to find the Grell, only to hear that there were rumblings in the mine, but they weren't offered enough money to continue looking at it. So they went to the inn to ride out the rest of the sacrifice, which in Tourmaline is warmth. They made it through the evening and then talked to the teenager who was running the inn, teenage woman who was running the inn, and they helped her and her sickly father, and are now heading out of town towards Bremen, only to see the marking, a familiar marking on a building as they pass by.
Do I recognize this marking? I don't know if Celeste
Yeah,
has
you were
seen it before.
there as an NPC to see the original one.
But okay, then outside of that, do I recognize it?
No, you've only seen it that one time.
You know,
What is it? NPC? I thought she was with us already when we saw this. Didn't we see this other one in Bremen?
No, we saw this in Brinchander.
Brent
but she
Shander,
wasn't here
okay.
for that session, so she was NPCing around, is what I meant by that.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah, she wasn't here for the session. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I was like getting real confused for a second.
No worries, no worries.
I think we have some like-minded people around.
Yes, perhaps we should look into who's leaving these markings. Perhaps there's another organization we could join or at least share intel with.
Definitely wouldn't hurt to help. Be kind of quiet about that though, as we're walking through the streets.
Can I look at the surrounding area? Has there been a lot of foot traffic this morning already?
You don't see very many footprints. There's some that come up to this and then leave, but they kind of disappear before too long.
So are we like the first people to see this right now?
Yeah, it's still pretty early in the morning.
Oh, okay.
I found one of the best places to share stories is drunkenly at a tavern. That's where I tell all of my stories about the good old days of pirating.
So what if some of us check the taverns, asked around, and others perhaps ask the gods if they know who might be doing this graffiti?
But the shot, don't see the harm it would do. I mean, if anything, maybe the authorities don't even really know this has happened yet, so worst case scenario, we're the ones who tell them about it, and they do their thing and bid us thank you for good citizenship.
Double agent, I like it. I'll go to the tavern. I could use a drink.
All right, Celeste heads to the tavern. Anybody else have a preference on where they go?
I'll join Celeste at the tavern.
I'll speak with the gods.
All right, let's with Orlin and Zavros first. You look around and you're able to find some guards not too far from the town hall.
Excuse me.
Yes, yes, what do you need?
Round the corner back there, there seems to be, some new graffiti.
Oh, what kind of graffiti?
It's,
Kind of looks like an owl with a cross through it.
it's a negative depiction of our Queen Ariel.
Oh, well, we'll get that removed right away. Thank you for that.
No, I have a question for you.
Yeah, yes.
Has this been happening frequently here?
I've never heard of this happening before, no.
Any ideas on any outspoken folk around town who might be ones to leave such a mark?
Here in Tourmaline, no, it's just a bunch of old mine workers. I mean, a lot of them have been in town lately, because mine's been shut down, but...
Oh, well, you'll be happy to know that they've been reopened recently.
Oh, that's good to hear. We need the money coming in, so...
Did anyone recently have a family member who died in the sacrifice of warmth?
Sure, we'll be getting a body count here soon from last night. That's it. I mean, especially the elderly. Happens a couple every month.
Right.
So you'd say that this is mostly a quiet town?
For the most part, yeah, until the miners come in and start drinking, of course. But
Well, as far as like keeping your head down, the status quo sort of thing.
yeah, it's kind of typical of Icewind Dalers. Just kind of keep to yourselves.
Have you noticed any outsiders recently besides me and my friend here, a silver dragonborn and a blue-haired tiefling?
Weird.
Halfling, sorry. Misspoke.
What? Haven't seen any dragonborn or halfling that we don't know of yet. No, I can't. I mean, just your general people coming through, passing through up to Lonelywood or what have you. There's some people talking about a pirate ship. They're going about town, blathering their mouths about going to look at that. But other than that, not much. No.
Where were those people?
Where are they?
Yes, where you said they've been...
They were here a few days ago, so I don't think they're still around. I think they
okay.
went out to look.
Well, thank you. Great.
Yeah, we're gonna go take care of that graffiti before.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I would like to go with him, and I just, with the sole purpose, and I'm going to tell Zavra this, of watching to see if there's anybody interested in it being taken down. Like, seeing if somebody's, like, trying to admire their work and, like, you know, being like, fuck you.
I got the mindset you got. Like,
Yeah.
I understand what I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. Yeah, you follow them as they get some cleaning supplies and start getting it taken down. Do a perception check for me.
Does Zavros get to do one?
Yes, Ivor's
I
gonna
mean,
do
I
it.
can do one. Yeah.
I would love for that. They got a 4. Oh my god.
Nat 1.
No, it's you. It's Orlin, Zavros, and 2 guards.
No one's like walking in the streets at this point. It's still too early.
No, there's like a few people coming out of their houses, and they kind of sneak a look at what's going on, but then move on with their day. Either they're heading out because the mines are open, so a lot of the miners are starting to head out that way, and other people are dealing with their. Well, you don't see any that are dealing with their dead, but you can assume somewhere someone is.
Zavros, perhaps you and I could split up and ask around the people. You're very good with people.
I would caution not to question too much.
Why is that?
Well, just looking from the outside in, we are also outsiders here. We don't want to draw any type of suspicion to ourselves. I'm gonna whisper to him, like, we did just, have a great ordeal that we dealt with yesterday. Probably a good idea to lay as low as we can for now.
Zavros, you confuse
Not
me.
what I just wasn't. I wanted to find a peaceful solution for the people and deal with Ariel herself. I really wasn't expecting everything to happen that happened yesterday.
We're not just going to find Ariel. We're not just going to stumble across her. We need information. And right now we don't have many leads.
I'm not saying don't question. I'm just saying we should be subtle about it.
I don't...
You're a straightforward person, Orlin. Sometimes that might not be the best thing.
I don't understand how asking around town about this graffiti will be disturbing.
Maybe I've just got some shivers in my boots. I'll shake it off, as it were.
Right, well, it's up to you whether you, ask around or not, I suppose.
I can hit up the old passerby. I do need to actually go to some shops, so maybe I can ask around there.
Hmm.
I do need to go get Choco, though. I gotta see what I can do about these skins.
Right. Hey, God. Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't quite catch your name.
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
Yes.
Is there somewhere where people bring their dead?
Here in this town, Tourmaline. Possibly. Let me think for a couple of seconds upon that. No, they typically take them outside of town and have pyre for them. Funeral pyre.
Right. Well, thank you for your help.
Thank you for letting us know about this so we can get it taken care of.
Okay. I'm just gonna, like, walk around town, keeping an eye out for anybody taking their dead out of their house. But
Alright.
if you want to go to the other two, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So the other two head into the Blue Clam, which again is filled with these what are they called? Scrimshaws? Is that correct? The tusks and the antlers with the carvings on them. Not as filled as it usually is because the mines are now back open. But there are a few of the early morning drinkers here.
Not as many people as you would usually like.
No.
Well, we can start a few rumors, right?
I had a slightly different plan, but my plan will also take a little bit of time.
What was yours? And I'll tell you mine.
Oh, I was going to request if I can, it's a tavern, play here for the day, just to provide entertainment and a choice selection of songs that I think would be appropriate to the day after a sacrifice. Just to gauge people's in and those types of things.
Well, I had planned to spread rumors about my captain hooking up with the winter goddess herself.
Okay.
About how his crew turned against him when they found out. Maybe. They
Possible.
find the people who are against them finding out that somebody killed a lover of Ariel.
Potentially, yes. I
Might
mean, we
have
don't
some
have
people
many
control.
don't have many leads to work off of anyways.
It's better to lie than to tell the truth. Only because she's better at lying than telling the truth. But while you play, I can drink and I can boast.
Excellent. Yeah, so I would go up to the bartender and ask if I can play here for the day.
If you're not let me make sure I know which bartender it is so I can do kind of a good voice for it. It is, okay. As long as you're not expecting any compensation from the bar here, you can keep your tips, but...
I don't think it's going to matter for this. Because I'm an entertainer, I have popular demand, so I can get, like, food. So it's just like, hey, if you could just, like, a little bit of lunch as I'm performing, but that's it.
Do a persuasion with advantage.
Okay. Persuasion.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. There it is.
Hmm.
Tell you what, if you play good enough, we just got another shipment from Lonely Wood. They seem to be doing a lot better hunting now that whatever was bothering them is gone. Heard some adventurers took care of it for them, so if you play good enough, we'll get you a meal here.
Greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you can start playing. Celeste, what are you doing?
I will I'm gonna order a drink. You may want to keep these coming. I'm gonna be here a while.
We'll keep the tab open. I'll let you know.
And then I want to take a look around at who's here, who looks like they've been here all night.
So do a perception. Just to see so you can see the state of some of these people as well.
15.
There is an older man at the far end of the bar who seems to have already started getting into it a little bit. Nobody's been here all night because it was a sacrifice last night, so it didn't stay open all night long. There's like a couple at a table that are kind of just having some early morning food and a little bit of a drink, but nothing crazy. And then there's a group of 3 men as well over in the corner talking.
I'm gonna take my drink and head toward the 3 men first.
All right.
And she's gonna stagger a little bit, pretending to be drunk. Just a little bit. Just a little tipsy first thing in the morning.
Oh, you've already getting into it, are you?
Oh, after the day of a sacrifice, I always like to drink to remember killing the captain that slept with the bitch.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a story.
Yeah. We were sailing up from Luskin. Now I gotta look up his name. Captain Blue Moon. Thought it would be a good idea to sail into the sea of moving ice. Treasures and all that. Met a cold wind came in, and with it brought this tusked horn. Those are horns, not tusks. And being the cold, cruel man that he was, decided he would take it upon himself to seduce this thing for whatever his wiles might have been at the time. Lo and behold, a few days later, the first blizzard of the eternal night hit. His crew slowly started to go crazy and turned on him. Yet his lover was nowhere in sight.
So it's your captain's fault what we're going through right now.
Could be part of it.
Roll me a deception, please.
8.
Oh, that's quite the story. I don't have too many more now, though. Still early. Pace yourself. Maybe mix in a water or two.
She'll go find a seat and she'll finish her drink.
You go. Where do you go to sit down? Is that a table or?
Yeah, just even at the bar. And periodically she'll tell like the same story of her captain and the crew turning on him after the first blizzard hit, after his affair with the night goddess.
Tell your story again, and just the guy at the end of the bar just wildly looks. You say he slept with Ariel?
That's what he says.
Oh my god, she found him? Or he
She-
found her?
She found him. She found
Oh,
us.
gee whiz. Well, I heard she lives on an island out in that direction. It's crazy. There's a whale over there. I bet. Hey, you try to find us? She'd be like, hey, stop this now. My captain's. You say your captain's dead?
Yes, we killed him for starting all of
Oh.
this.
What do you think she thinks of that now?
I'm sure she's not happy about it. That's for sure.
That he's dead, or that he's did to? What do you do?
He slept with her, and his crew killed him.
Huh. This story doesn't make sense to me. But maybe it's because I started drinking at 4 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you something, though. There's a whale out there. Not your normal whale. Some people out there are looking for whales and they're hunting them. And they're killing them for their oil. And they burn the midnight lamp with the whale oil. Now, you listen to me. Lass, correct? Lass! You listen to me now. There's this whale out there. It's got a boat on its back. They say the whale's got a boat and it goes under the water. It could ferry. Maybe that whale knows where your lover is. You seduced Ariel?
I did not.
Oh,
I helped kill my captain.
You killed your captain! Gee whiz, the things you hear in a bar at 8 in the morning.
Right. You make sure to tell people.
About the whale?
Sure.
Okay.
Tell them about the whale and the boat. But also,
Alright.
tell them that there are others that are not
Sleeping
happy.
with Ariel?
Yeah? I mean, I'm
Oh,
sure there's
wow.
more.
Okay, I mean, maybe I'd get the chance one day, you think?
I don't think you should do that.
Well, who are you to tell me how to live my life? That's what I say.
I mean, cheers to that. If you want to take that cold-horned bitch.
Hey, it's more than nothing.
But,
Here's to that! Do you hear there's a whale out there?
are you sure it's a whale and it's not a shark?
You know, I could be making the whole thing up. Never mind. Alright, I'll go back to my corner. He goes back to his corner.
Okay, I want to insight check how much he thought that was real.
Okay, roll an insight check.
Oh, there's a good
He thinks it's real.
one. Yeah. She's not drunk enough to actually believe him,
Alright.
but he mentioned a boat in the sea of moving ice, so she's a little intrigued.
What were you trying to glean from your plane, Liliana?
So I would be specifically playing, one, because I grew up, growing up here, songs that talk about the summer in 10 Towns, and then, songs from the South then, too, that are just about, summer, springtime, warmth, anything like that, and then, gauging people's reactions as to, do they think I should just stop? Are they like, this isn't a bad thing?
Do a performance check.
Okay. Okay.
1 second.
No dying.
I might. Yeah, everybody in the bar seems to be enjoying your playing, and the couple that were there, as they stand up to leave, will drop a gold piece if you have something out for stuff. Otherwise, they'll just try to hand it to you as you're playing?
Yeah, I would have a little like box or something like that.
Yeah, they'll drop a gold piece into your box. Oh, thank you for the music to accompany.
Thank you for your kind donation.
Then they'll gosh.
Don't. I wasn't expecting to really get anything from this, but I got a gold.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you do that. Orland, eventually you would see somebody bringing somebody out of their house that is dead to bring out to have a funeral pyre for. Is that before it? Do you want to do anything with that? I don't know where Zavros is. That's what I was going to ask too.
I'm just shopping right now, so
Oh, just
you can
shopping,
go
okay.
on with him.
For me, I would just want to So what's the situation look like when I see this body being pulled out? Is it of their house? Is it...
Yeah, they're pulling it out of their house and they kind of like load it up into a sled to be able to be dragged out outside of town.
Is it just one person? Like being...
Yep.
Doing the... Okay. I would run over and be like, oh, do you need a hand?
Sorry, my wife just passed in the evening.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
And I'll, grab the legs or whatever I have to grab and help put her on there. I just want to get a good look at this guy's face in the house.
It's a guy, kind of middle-aged, a little bit older, big wiry beard and long hair that almost covers his whole face. You can kind of see his wind hardened cheeks poking out from his beard. The house just seems pretty normal on the inside of it. Nothing that really piques your interest.
This damn winter. It's taking too much.
You're telling me.
Well,
The last bit of light I had in my life is gone now.
no, it's not much, but to help you get through, I'll give him 4 gold.
Thank you kindly, sir. Yeah, we'll make it through somehow.
Take care.
He was well.
Does he have neighbors?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to devise a plan in my head, but this is just such a long shot. But yeah, that's fine. I'll let him go. I'm just in my head. I'm keeping the house in mind because I'm thinking potentially of doing a stakeout and seeing if anybody comes to him and is like join our cause.
Right.
Yeah. But
Fair
for now,
enough.
yeah, just let him go.
Zavros, what are you buying? We can get that taken care of really quick if
I
you'd
want to
like.
find like a tanner shop and try to sell this crag cat hide.
Yeah, they would buy the Cray Cat for 50 gold.
Damn, that's. I gotta skin everything we kill. While I'm like talking to him, I was like, so kind of ran into some graffiti on one of the buildings outside.
Not my building, I hope.
No, not this lovely establishment of yours.
Oh,
of
thank
course.
you.
I was just wondering, it seemed very spiteful towards Oriel, and I was wondering,
Oh,
is this town known for? From what I've heard, everyone is pretty quiet, but
yeah.
has there been any disgruntlement amongst people?
Not other than at my prices. Sometimes you get it. We're tough times. No, No, people are afraid of Ariel. They don't want to bring her wrath upon themselves, or much less the town.
I laugh. I was like, oh yes, well, it's expected given supply, demand, need of resources.
Yes, I have barely anything left. In fact, you took all my gold. There's no money left here.
The last person told me that when I gave
They
them a
did!
Yeti head.
That's crazy. You're taking everybody's money?
Apparently.
Gee. All right, well, don't bark up my tree anymore.
Oh, well, if I run any more of these hides, maybe I'll sell them a little cheaper to you. You seem to be
That'd
needing...
be rather nice of you, good sir. Maybe I'll have money then.
It is kind of strange, though.
I'm strange?
No, just that this graffiti's been popping up.
Oh, the graffiti, yes, of course. Well?
Anyway, given this is a tanner's place, dealing with hides and all, do you have any things for hunters by any chance? Or is that something I'd have to go more of a general goods area to find?
I suppose it depends on what you're looking for, hunter-wise. Are you looking to hide in a hide? Because we're a hide, Tanner.
Like a hide? Where you go up in the
Like a
trees and you hide?
Like, I just got
That's a
this
Jurassic
nice
Park
gray
reference.
cat hide. I could sell it to you and you could hide underneath it.
Oh, I would think about buying that, but I have a Yeti hide that I believe I can hide under
Oh,
right
well,
now.
this is more common than a Yeti. They'd be like, oh, that's a great cat. I've seen that before. Nothing to see there. 100 gold. It could be yours.
I'll get back to you on that. I might be able to use it, but I have to
All right.
inquire at my friends first. But anyway, it was a pleasure talking to you.
I wish I could say the same. You took all my gold.
Why does everyone hate me?
I didn't say I hated you, just it wasn't a pleasure talking to you.
Well, hopefully in the future it is much more pleasurable for both of us.
I can only hope. But don't come back here.
Again, why does everyone hate me? I'm just whispering. I think Sharp just hates me for skin and everything I run across. All right. Yeah, I guess getting rid of at least one hide. I'll probably try to rendezvous.
Yeah, you can find Orlin easy enough. He's creeping around outside of people's houses.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up. Orlin, what are you doing staring at their houses?
Shh. No. Well, it's a long shot. I'm exhausted. But, if there's people in town, I figure they might be looking to grow their numbers. Good way to do so would be finding those who have suffered great losses due to Oreo.
How many people do you think we're dealing with?
I don't know.
I mean, the other one was definitely not in this town.
Right. Which leads me to believe it must be some organization. But, who knows? Still too early to tell for sure.
Well, it'd be a good idea to keep our eyes out. Might be beneficial. I didn't learn a damn thing. Did you learn anything at all?
No.
I did learn that every shop that I go to sell these hides hates me. I
Very
apparently take
weird.
all of their money.
Huh.
Needless to say, I got 50 gold for that cat.
50 gold, huh? You know, they usually turn those around for like $100. 100 gold, 50 gold profit.
Well, no one around here is going to buy that, so I guess I take what I can. They did try to oddly sell it back to me.
Hmm.
Seems
Weird.
quite desperate.
I'm knocking on the neighbor's door. What race was the man
Human.
whose wife died? Human?
Yep.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, Do you know your neighbor next door?
Yeah, uh, Buford, yeah.
Buford, yes. This is his, son. Well, sorry, no, this is his sister's son. That's my bad. And he is just worried, sick since.
You're his sister's son?
No, well, him over here.
Oh,
That
hello. Hello.
Yeah, I know, and I'm gonna fucking chew your ass in a minute.
And we're very worried, for him. Do you mind just keeping an eye out, for us and see if, just ask him how he's doing every so often, and, if anybody comes to his house, let us know.
Yeah, what happened? Why are you so worried?
Oh, you didn't hear. Go on, Zavros.
Zavros is gonna play along. He's gonna look sad because that's like his aunt apparently that has died, Orlin.
His wife passed away last night in the sacrifice.
It's terrible here to Linda passed.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll watch out for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He's, it's terrible. He's been going through some hard stuff recently. Supposedly, some men were harassing him. So just if you see anyone, we'll stop by every so often and ask, and
Alright.
if you see anything, let us know.
We'll
Get down a
do
good description of them.
Alright, we'll do that. Thank you for letting us know.
Of course. And thank you for being a good neighbor.
Least we can do.
Thank you, State Farm.
What you
What I was thinking.
She'll close the door of that. Yeah.
That's the best I can do.
Alright.
Orlin, do me a favor.
Yes, Avros.
I'm not saying don't lie to anyone, but at least let me know what you're going to say before you say it. Or at least give me a general idea of the plan.
It's kind of spur of the moment. Really.
So, question. Was the neighbor old enough to look like I might be related to him?
Yeah. He had a white beard.
Oh, I don't know the neighbor, but just keep me informed. That was awkward as hell. Anyway, at least we have someone to look.
Yes.
What are you guys' plans from here? You got two people at the bar still. And you just told the neighbor to watch out for sketchy people?
I think you're staying here for a few days. What's the next plan? Honestly, I'd like to go home for a couple of days. It's been hectic as hell.
What's the plan? No clue.
You know that Highland is looking to get his money from the person in Bremen. I believe Celeste is also looking to get her money from that person as well.
Yes.
I guess, we collect our payment then. Or Highland, that is. Perhaps we should find the others. Regroup.
I think they said they were going to a bar. Probably the Blue Clam. I guess we'll head there.
You guys can rejoin the rest of your group at the Blue Clam. So Celeste and Liliana will see Orlin and Zavros walk in.
Yeah, so Celeste is gonna drunkenly, because, I mean, she's drunk, she's had a lot to drink, but not that much. Start her babble, and then realize who it is. Have I Oh, it's you guys.
Oh, you're nice and sauced. Are you ready to, break snow?
Sure. Could use another drink?
Oh, do I have any whiskey left over? Or did we all drink it all?
I mean,
Or like a little
the
bit.
tab open, so...
Yes, I still have a tab open.
Well, we've got to go get yours and Heinlein's payment. Day is still young. We could probably get there and move on pretty quickly.
I mean, it was done badly, but at least people might think that there are people out there trying to, I don't know, do something with Ariel. I don't know what
Are you
they
still
believe.
talking about sleeping with Ariel over there?
Sleeping with what the?
Yeah, didn't this one tell you she slept with Ariel on a ship, and then a whale showed up and ate them both?
Yeah, so whale ate me. It's
I
exactly
like your
what happened.
words, funny man.
Whales and tentacles. That's my thing.
There were tentacles. Gee, I don't even know the story anymore. I thought I knew you, lady.
I told them of my captain whose crew turned on them after he started this long night. So his crew is looking to end the long night. Then I got then I started drinking and whales got involved. But I might know where my ship is.
Where's the Dragonborn?
She points to where she's playing.
Oh, sister.
Yes.
Beautiful notes, by the way. Are you about ready to go?
Yes, I can be ready in a minute.
All right. I'll take a seat and just wait.
Yeah, I'll finish up whatever I was playing and then head over.
You're muted.
You're muted, Sharp.
Your Celeste tab is a gold.
That's it? Okay.
That's it.
I was expecting it to be more, but that's okay.
I can make it more if you'd like.
Okay.
25,000 gold.
All of your gold.
Make it that slice of cheese that was 25 gold.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you guys are all gathered together.
Any luck on the information gathering front?
The only thing that I got was that my ship is still in the sea of moving ice. And there's a whale.
I'm sorry,
It's probably not a whale.
you're looking for your ship.
Yes. There's
Oh.
something I left on it that I'd like to get back.
What is it?
A relic.
Of what?
I'm not actually sure.
So it wasn't yours.
No. I'm a pirate, remember?
Right.
It was part of a treasure off of the shores of Luskan before we hit the Sea of Moving Ice. Before all of this happened.
Well, I did hear rumor of a wreck. Trying to recall where that was.
Well, I heard from Marta that some people from Lonelywood were talking about a ship. And that gentleman is talking about a ship pulled by a whale in the same general vicinity, maybe.
Ship pulled by a whale. That man seemed crazy.
He probably is. He's not crazy, just very drunk. I don't know, he might be crazy. He's just drinking it
It happened. It's 4 a.m.
since
That's
4 a.m.
quite early.
Yeah, but I only had one.
Oh, what was it? It wasn't the hellfire shit, was it?
No, water with a little lemon in it. Gets me fucked up.
Okay, he's crazy as shit.
But he heard about my ship.
We did. But probably
And
not
that's
much information. Just the same that you heard.
Zabra just sitting down, rubbing his temples.
Maybe
So there's just
Trollbane
so
has
much.
more, Trollbane? That was her name?
Yes. Hill
Has-
Trollbane.
More information about, agents. Maybe. Maybe she knows of these people. Maybe she's part of these people. Maybe we are and don't even know it.
Yes. If she's the one who requested you take out Sefik in the first place, then she's probably our best lead.
She is? So are we heading to Bremen?
Should we wait till the morning? I guess it's pretty early still. Fuck it.
It is still morning, technically.
Let's go.
All right.
What, you
We
be
will
there in
go
a
get
few
our mount.
hours?
Yeah, the trip to Bremen. I think they don't tell you times in Bremen, only in the other ones. Oh no, it is only Bremen. They tell you times. I had it here. Where did you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever. It'd only be like. Oh yeah, you have to go to Targos first, so it's about excuse me, it's about a 3-hour trip. On mount.
Let's be off then while the day is young.
How early is it in the day?
It's like 10 a.m. at this point.
10 a.m. I'm gonna pull Orlin off to the side for a minute. So do we plan on stopping for the complete day in Bremen?
I suppose it depends on what information we get.
Well, the reason is Lonelywood's only right up the road here, and since it's the day after the sacrifice, I figured I could probably deliver this deer venison to them. To someone. Wouldn't be that far out of the way, but if we were in a hurry, you know, I'm sure we could eat it.
Look around at the bar here. Any youngins, like, you know, 16 to 20, look like they're willing to go make a quick buck?
Those guys over in the corner seem not to be doing too much.
Perhaps just hire someone to bring it up there.
All right. I'm gonna scan the room. If I see the same people, I'll probably just go up to them and start talking.
Yeah, what can do for you?
So, Or just curious, are you looking for work?
I mean, I could use some money, I suppose.
How would you like to make a delivery to Lonelywood?
Sure. What do you got?
I've got a package, so I would be able to. I would pay you for your discretion. I would like you to go to Lonelywood and scan around and find maybe a family that looks more worse than they look more worse off than the rest, and just give them a package of meat.
Up to Lonelywood, looks for some poor folk and feed them. We can do that.
Yeah, just no. I want to pay for your discretion. Do not tell them where it came from.
I mean, I don't know who you are, so.
True. No descriptions either, please.
All right. We'll forget who you are the instant we leave.
All right. How much do you think that's a fair thing to
How much
accomplish?
you got? No. About 5 gold for each of us.
So 10 gold altogether. Is it 2 of them?
There's 3 of them. 15
There's
gold.
3 of them, so 30 gold.
15 gold.
Oh, 5 10. Well, yeah, that's true. I don't know why I said 30. I have no idea why. I was like, oh, all right. So I'll hand them over the 15 gold, and I'll let them know, like, give them the package and everything, and it's still wrapped up in the fur of the hide.
Mm.
It's just kind of roped off, and I'm just gonna hand it to them.
All right.
If you please can.
Yeah. We'll head out now. We weren't doing anything, so.
All right. Well, perfect. That saves me a trip, and hopefully you could use the money.
Yeah. We can find some kind of use for the money, I'm sure.
And I'll just kind of do a illustrious bow and then walk off.
Oh, fancy. All right. They just walk around you and head out.
They're gonna
All
eat
right. Well,
that.
that's taken care of. They are. They're gonna eat it. They're gonna fucking eat that food.
That's okay.
All right, you can start heading to Bremen. You guys
Karma
make your
will
way
get them.
there. Oh, what?
I said karma will get them.
You guys head to Bremen. Easy enough. You make it past Targos and over to Bremen. And as you start to lay eyes on this small, sleepy, small fishing town, it's where we'll end the session.
No, we have 2 more hours. No, I'm kidding.
I wish. Yeah, we will end it there. So thank you guys so much for joining us this week. We're heading over to Bremen, get some money, maybe look at some boats. Who knows? Yeah. Be sure to check all these guys out, as well as Bumbleskum, who wasn't here tonight, but he should be here next week, hopefully. And we'll see you guys then. Bye.